All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from our lunch break. We're just going to hold up here for a couple of seconds until the stream catches up with what we're saying, just to make sure you guys can hear everything. We're going to test the stream before we go any further. We don't want you guys to miss anything. Enjoy the show. All right.
Yep, good to go.
All right. We are good to go. We are going to start up. All right, so for those of you that are watching us at home, we wanted to let you guys know that if you are on our Discord or have access to Discord, please follow us on our Discord. There is a picture of a map on Discord that we will be using today to do the adventure out of town for the adventuring group. So,
Do you want that soul gem back?
yeah, I'll take the soul gem back, please.
Okay, here you go.
It has the potential of holding up all these books because it's so big. That's what she said.
Last night either.
Anyway, so in the evening, later that morning, last we left off, you had just concluded with some business. George,
Yes.
what is it that you would like to do?
So I've just snapped out of my little tete-a-tete with the Lich, correct?
Correct.
All right. So I'm gonna look for, and then I got blown off about the unhealing wound, which is kind of rude, but okay. So I'm gonna keep looking for Morgar. Did he finish his breakfast in the time that I was out of it?
Yes, he has finished his breakfast.
All right. I'm going to try and catch up with him.
You catch up with him?
Hey, Morgar, buddy, pal.
Good morning.
I was hoping I could help. I was hoping I could get your help with something. I've still got 2 ingots of the Void Core metal left.
Okay.
So I'll pull out one of the ingots. Would it be possible for you to fashion this into some master-crafted rings? I know you're a master craftsman, so...
Yeah, I probably could do that. What did you have in mind?
Just standard rings. I was hoping to... I need the quality to be high enough to hold up to an enchantment that I'm trying to place in them. So...
Oh, so they need to be mastercraft
Yes.
quality. Okay. He says, I'll have it done for you when you get back, and I'll tell you how much it costed.
Okay. I'm not handing you a blank check here, just for the record.
Well, I'm not trying to aggravate a member of the adventuring team that's meant to protect all of us, so you don't have to worry about that. Just, I don't know what I'm going to spend into it until I'm done.
Fair enough. You do have a dragon on staff, though, so that should help.
Yes, but...
Alright.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to head back to the, actually, I'm going to partially unwrap my wound, sit down, and I'm going to try and manifest the spell I described to you. Basically, what I'm trying to do is do something... The effect I'm trying to create is something like fairy fire, only for quintessence. I'm trying to cause the motes to light up. So
Take 2 points of damage.
Ow.
As the wound on your arm shoots in pain as you try to cast magic.
This is getting worse. But what do I have to roll in order to see if I can create the effect?
It doesn't work.
Oh. Firebolt?
Take 1 point of damage.
Does that work?
Nope.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is really bad. Is there a supernatural doctor in the house? I'm trying to think if I know if any clerics
There's
or...
only a couple people who you could think of that might even remotely know how to deal with this. Perhaps Amber, but she kind of ghosted you just now.
Okay.
The Archmage, but he's gone.
And he's also not a... he's a wizard, so they don't usually deal with healing and stuff.
And your clerics aren't high enough in power. So... Your party members are probably the only thing you have to lean on. Maybe they know something you don't.
Alright, I'm going to head back to the manor post-haste then.
The primary manor, his manor.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you get there, and you see, right around that time, you see 2 guards for House Voss standing out front. They're drow wearing their armor.
Okay.
And you see the door is kind of cracked open, like letting some fresh air in because it's so nice out today. And at that point, I'm going to switch over to Hunter.
Okay.
Because a lot of people are now congregating at him.
Okay.
So Countess Voss is visiting you, as I mentioned earlier. And basically she's just doing a drive-by. She just basically wants to say, hi, how are you doing? And she specifically says, and I'll roleplay this part, she says, I just wanted to come to you, illustrious warden, and explain what happened last night. I was outraged. I am utterly and direly just completely angry and very much outraged by what happened last night. You know your friend Nocturne? Nocturne came and performed at my castle and did a fantastic job. Entertained the children, even told some secretive jokes to us adults. Well, the part that I'm so irritated with is he hadn't performed at my house sooner. So, if you would please inform him that at his next earliest convenience, I would love it if he would come perform there again for me and my staff. This time, more of an adult show.
I will speak to him post-haste.
Thank you very much. And she pulls out a pouch like a coin pouch, and she hands it to you. My tribute to the warden and his illustrious team for our safety.
Thank you. Would you like me to show you out, or?
Oh no, I can find my way out. It's such a nice day. I'm gonna go for a walk.
Yes. Be sure that you,
Inside of town.
Yes. And, well, the day will probably be going back to its normal temperature after today.
Oh, I have all of my guards working on our area. Getting all the snow and the ice moved away before it becomes ice again.
Yes.
I know there's something weird going on and it's going to go back to hell at its earliest convenience.
But anyway, I thank you for coming over and...
She gives you a gracious bow and then she steps out. At this point in time, from where you're in the waiting room, you see the Countess and her guards leave, and you see H walk in and come into the room that you're in. We'll roleplay that in a second. One of your guards goes over to you and whispers in your ear, Sir, I just wanted to let you know that the chairman and H, the vice chairman, are in your study. I hope nothing has gone awry. It is such a nice day, I'd hate for it to be ruined.
All should be well. Have someone see to the refreshments. I should be there shortly.
So shortly, maybe 2 or 3 minutes later, in walks a servant for each of you. The servant for you looks at you and says, Is there something I can get you to drink, sir?
Just water, please.
Ice water?
Yes, please.
Warm water? Steaming water? Rockabye water? He goes, just gisting. The performance last night with Nocturne was so fantastic. I've been working on my own materials.
God.
And the staff walks out. The one walks over to you and goes, What can I get you to drink, man?
I don't need a drink, but I do need some information. I'll unwrap my arm. What do you see?
I see somebody who needs to go see a doctor.
I also see that, right?
Yeah.
So you do, in fact, see it. People
Am I not supposed to see it, sir?
I'm working on that part.
See if this does anything. I'll give him a push and a healing.
Thank you. 1 second.
Do you need something to drink? I am not a doctor.
That's fine. I'm gonna.
Have a nice day, sir. He turns around and
All right. I'm checking my fingers, seeing if I still have sensation in my fingers, and how are my motor skills doing.
Yes, but your wrist is kind of achy.
Where'd you get that from?
About a minute goes by, and a glass of ice water is now next to you. And on a small plate, a small silver plate, there is a small wedge of orange, lemon, and lime.
Oh, I can't drink those. Right. Citrus. Those are poisonous to Fae, aren't they?
Who
Like
told you?
actual. This is out of character. Actual Fae lore, they can't have citrus foods.
In actual lore, correct. They're not supposed to eat it, but they don't know that.
I'll take the water and I'll give you the things I can't eat.
Okay.
What happened?
I get when the amethyst dragon took.
Yeah, there's 100 small rubies in there. There are 50 gold each.
When the amethyst dragon took back her egg, she nicked me. She's with claws that size, nicks are pretty big.
Have you got that healed or?
I had it tied up by the surgeon, but it doesn't seem. I had a full night's sleep, and it doesn't seem to have even started to heal. So,
Have you tried the healing potion? Maybe that'll do something.
Bottoms up, I guess.
As you drink the potion, you see off of his back, behind him, you see steam rising off of him.
Are you in pain? Sonny will get up and kind of approach you, try to do medicine, but he's not that good at it.
Am I in pain, or I'm just paying attention to what's happening to my arm?
Well,
Nothing happened.
do I see anything where the steam comes from?
You just saw steam coming off of his back, like coming from his body.
Unlike you, he has a shirt on.
I know. I'm sure.
Oh, that's right. You did put it on. That's right.
Can I make an intelligence check to see who our best cleric is in Icemorr?
There's nobody that can deal with that. That's some weird stuff. Like even as a Fae, you've never read about anything like that.
All right, is the wound changing at all?
Not at the moment.
All right, this is.
And around this time, I'm assuming the warden walks in.
Oh, after I've counted up my thing and put it away? Yes.
Yes. So in walks the warden. You see Sonny over there inspecting his arm, and his arm has a big gash in it. That remember I said what it looked like.
What did you guys do?
I didn't do nothing.
He didn't, for a change.
Well, what did you do with your arm?
Remember the big dragon yesterday?
How could I forget?
Yeah, when she took her egg back, she sliced me open, and that it's getting worse. And it seems to be disrupting my magic somehow. I'll look over. Is there like I assume there's like torches or candelabras or something like that. Are any of them lit?
Nope. It's daytime.
Prestidigitation, light that candle.
That is the third time you have tried to cast magic.
Yes.
Wisdom save.
I think Josh knows how to fix this.
Josh can't fix this.
Oh, this might hurt.
Oh, you're gonna kill him, bring it back?
No, cut his arm off.
17.
Oh, you're gonna give him an
Amputation.
So you fail.
Okay.
Both of you see him hit the ground. He cries out in pain, and he holds his arm, and you guys see what looks like amethyst shards start to shoot out of the wound, and the skin starts to. You ever seen like tree bark that starts to curl when it's coming off the? That's what his skin is doing. It's pulling away from his body around the wound, and you guys see his face start to slowly elongate, kind of like when you're watching a werewolf transform. And he starts to let out a growl, and the chair that's right next to him is now about that thin.
Oh, to you. This might take drastic measures to fix.
Intelligence check from
Yeah.
Now, I'm implying amputation.
religion.
That's a 10 plus...
I assume I'm indisposed.
11.
Yes, you're indisposed.
11.
You have no idea what the fuck's going on. You're definitely thinking drastic moves. Maybe if I cut the arm off, it'll save his life.
Well, we have an Iron Stone regeneration.
Question: what type of intelligence check?
Straight up intelligence for something first, and then I'll give you a different check.
21.
21. Okay. You do get the idea that he's going through some form of metamorphosis.
Okay.
It is obvious that he's changing. You can now give me a history or arcana. They have to be trained.
16 for history.
You are from Dran, so I'll give it to you with a 16 because I'll give you a bonus 4. That'll have you meet the DC. You have heard of some people who have received a gift, is what your people call it, where they take on a form of like a were transformation, but in the form of the dragon that bestows it on them. You are pretty sure he's transforming into the were transformation, but the amethyst dragon form of it.
Oh, he should be fine.
You sure? You're screaming quite loud.
It's just a bless. It's a draconic blessing. No pain, no gain.
I sense some bias from you.
What do you mean? I am completely unbiased in this. If it was a risk to his health, well, serious risk to his health, we would be concerned, but he'll be fine.
So what we're going to do is we're going to give you the were transformation per the Grim Hollow book, George. And in place of the werewolf damage abilities, we are going to call them draconic in nature, based around the amethyst. And we're also going to give you a breath weapon you can do once per rest. The breath weapon will be the dice of a wormling, and it will be a gravity breath.
Okay, so that's force damage?
Yes.
Alright.
In addition, you are going to take on some draconic features, and you are going to become a Draken.
Oh, which is in here.
Uh-huh.
Does he continue screaming, or is he settling down a little bit?
He starts to settle down as you notice his body completely morph over. He now has horns on his head. They're designed however he wants them to be designed.
Okay.
As elaborate as you want them, or non-existent as you want them. They could just be scales or some pieces of amethyst. It's up to you.
H, are you all right?
I'm looking at my arm. What am I seeing?
You are seeing a bit of a, as per the picture, you have a bit of a, you have your normal skin complexion, but if you turn your arm in the light, you have that purple sheen, and you can very faintly see scales. And you also have claw-like fingers, fingernails.
Out of game. Would Greater Restoration restore him if he wished?
No.
No? Okay.
Also, he wants this.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
It just took me a while to get it to him. I didn't want to just drop it on him. It needed to be climactic.
Oh.
You will be taking the second tier of the transformation. You were a human, right?
Yes. Okay.
Oh yeah, you're gonna want that boon.
Here, let him pick.
Well, because he's a spellcaster.
I'm just saying.
I'll help him up to his feet and get him back in his chair.
Okay. So you get back in your chair, George. You guys are... I'm assuming you show up around now, because you said you were heading there, right?
No, I mean, to the best of my knowledge, was I expected? I mean,
No, but you guys, they do have daily meetings, so you guys were supposed to be planning your leaving for the mission in the morning.
but remember, I'm not actually a part of the board, so I only go when they specifically invite
Sonny
me.
would have told you, hey.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. You guys are leaving for a mission. They
Okay.
meet daily, so you might want to go there at some point.
Okay, then yeah, sure, we can do that.
Okay, so we'll say that you're walking in right as they get back in his seat. So you see he looks a little different. That's the first thing that jumps out at you.
H, are you all right?
No. But do I have my spellcasting back?
Yes.
Light the candle. So, is my arm healed or is it still...
You notice when you light the candle, the flames are a vibrant amethyst color. All of your spells take on an amethyst appearance.
Control flame, change color to green.
It will resist, but then it will change to green. And you get the feeling that your magic does not appreciate that. Because remember, I did say that magic is very raw in the first age, and it does have emotions. That is the first time you've ever felt that, but your quintessence that you're channeling is like, how dare you?
As a spellcaster, can I roll like an insight to see if I notice any of that?
Oh, you notice it.
Okay. I notice that the magic seems upset.
Yep.
That's interesting.
You would be tier 2, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
So, I'm assuming you're going to drive by it at around now to kind of see things.
Seems
So-
the thing to do.
Rhaegar runs into the room, jumps onto the table, slides across it, gets on the other side and goes, I'm back!
I'll do a cartwheel and get like face to face with him. And... Have you always been able to talk? Because that seems new.
That's new.
Ah, congratulations.
Thank you!
I like your voice.
Now I get to annoy everyone.
Yes, it's very fun.
Can I have a pie now? I've been wanting to ask for a pie for like weeks.
Out of game. How long has it been since I
We'll
gave-
just say you can make a pie.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can always make one, but it would take away whatever the prince didn't eat. So
We'll just say you can make another one without taking it away from him.
fair enough.
He probably ate it.
What's your flavor? It can't have meat in it.
I was going to say mincemeat.
Sorry. The man who enchanted this was a dedicated vegetarian.
What an asshole.
He was pretty nice. He was my instructor at the school.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's nice enough.
He used
He
to
says,
throw
well-
pies
Eat
at me.
pies.
Ooh, I like pears.
Well, I only have one pie. I can't give you a pair of them.
It's a fruit.
Oh, that kind of pear. I'll make a pear pie.
He'll take it. He'll start eating it. We'll see if he likes it in pie form, because it's warm. No! He spits it out. Nope. Nope, that's nasty.
All right.
Very bitter and mushy.
Not good. I'll put his paw under my hand and just hold it there, kind of right in front of my face. See if he does anything.
Oh, intelligence check.
And
How
then
dare you make such a terrible pie, peasant!
I'll oversell it and like rock back and then fall on my ass.
He stands up like this. Ha ha!
Then I'll conjure a
Rhaegar
different
made
pie
an
just
entrance.
to clean myself off. So is he here at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. So, quick thing. This is probably not very major. You probably won't care at all. You can go ahead and shut off your ears if you want to. So I spoke with the prince, and he seems a little worried about the mission in general. He's happy that we're mostly alive. Very upset about the Korean. Told us to keep doing what we're doing. He had some pie. I'm afraid I can't divulge the flavor. State secret, of course. Oh, he gave us this. And I pull out the pouch that he gave. I assume that was for all of us, right? The first one?
Yep.
Because the other 5 were for my payments, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I pull out this. I didn't actually look what's in here. Let's find out.
So inside of there is some things that he gathered together to help you guys on your mission, as well as 5,000 gold pieces each.
We're rich.
Not rich enough.
So, for those of you watching, like, I love using these tables. These books are amazing by Matt Davis or Davids. Really good stuff. I have all of them. He doesn't sponsor the channel or anything like that. I just really like using them. They're really convenient. Okay. Alright, so he's going to give 2 items per person, so we'll have Josh roll his 2 items. And they will magically move across the table and settle in front of you. So you'll know that they're yours.
7.
7. 2 bottles of elven wine from the Feywilds.
And 46.
That makes so much sense.
Huh?
46.
46? Three scrolls of Revivify.
That's useful.
Nocturne.
What am I rolling? Percentage?
Percentiles, yes.
34.
Roll a percentile again.
64.
There's a magical tome that teaches any language once and then disappears. Roll another percentile.
81.
There is a magical tome that will increase your... once it's used, it goes away, but it will increase your magical item attunement slots by 1.
Sweet.
Oh, you got the best item.
And roll percentile again.
Me?
Yep.
Oh.
This is still the first item. It's 4 books.
Oh, fuck. Okay. 55.
55 would be... Okay. This book, when read, once it's read, the book is used, it gives you an extra hit dice.
Okay.
Last one.
2.
Just a 2?
Just a 2. I can't figure out just 2.
Huh. This book, once read, is consumed and used. It will allow you to remove the required attunement of a legendary item.
Wow.
AKA something cursed. For the attunement requirement, or just
The attunement requirement.
It makes it so the item
Basically,
doesn't need to
that's
be attuned.
Two months left.
Right.
And then your second roll.
57.
57. Oh. I'm sure this is a joke of some sorts between you and the prince. I don't know why he would send you this. Where's my percentile? Oh, there it is. He sends you 50 copper pieces.
Awesome.
I don't...
That's amazing.
George.
Do they read as magic at all? Just literally just copper?
Literally 50 copper.
That's amazing.
60.
60. You find a mirror that has magical wind that's rolling around it.
Mirror of Magic Wind.
Wow.
Your second roll?
37.
37. A drawing of a beautiful woman on a piece of parchment.
Hello, ladies.
It's reading as magical. I'm assuming you have someone identify it?
Yeah.
So you have them identify the mirror as well?
Mm-hmm.
So the mirror allows you to talk to your Jinn friend.
Oh. I'm guessing he dropped this in the bag.
No. He gave it to the prince
Oh, okay.
to give to you. And the woman allows you to summon a consort-esque individual that will basically do whatever you tell her to do for the next 12 hours. And the portrait is reusable once every 24 hours.
That's slightly creepy.
I mean, it could be, okay, you need a massage, you need someone to draw your bath water, you need someone to do your laundry.
Now, here's an important
You need
question.
someone
Is this like a real person, or is this like a simulacrum, or like...
It's a magical person.
Okay.
It's basically a simulacrum.
So like an unseen servant, but... Yeah.
Or a
Yes.
Serpent.
or a figurine of
A wondrous power.
Yeah.
Or you could be lonely and just want someone to talk to for 12 hours. Or you need someone to watch over you while you're sleeping for 12 hours.
Bigby's hand and the rest.
It's a lot of different things. It's not just. It just happens to be a very beautiful picture of a woman,
Alright.
like a pinup woman.
Yeah, why do you have to make it creepy, H?
And can I ask a quick question about the books?
Sure.
Do they need to be read over a period of 30
Nope.
days, or is this just a one-time use?
You open it and you put your hand on it and say, "I want to read you," and it's gone.
Okay. And then let me ask about the hit dice real quick. So that just gives me one more to my pool of hit die, or do I roll it and add that to my...
It's a permanent effect.
Okay,
You gain an extra hit dice plus your con.
Okay, so and I would gain that to my HP.
Yes, and it's max, whatever your hit dice is.
Oh, cool.
Because you are obtaining it magically. It's
Okay.
not through adventuring.
Okay, cool.
All right, Hunter, roll your first roll, please.
Oh, yeah, 99. Stacy. I showed it to Stacy.
Well, fuck.
I know, it could have been better. It could have been Sean Connery.
Good man.
Read it upside down.
All right,
66. If you're only one of them upside down,
It's,
that's
yeah.
96. Wait.
Yeah.
Hunter, roll a d10.
Oh, okay. How's a 5?
Roll a percentile.
And... Big money, no whammies, 43.
Gem of Seeing.
That's fairly useful. Gem of Seeing?
Your second roll.
Yep. 10.
You're the only one without a transformation, aren't you?
Yep. And I don't particularly want one.
Don't worry. We'll find you something.
Reroll.
Okay.
He's not going to give you a
I know
bowl of
something that has
water.
tentacles.
I don't want
75.
Oh,
Just
Ever.
because I like people who have tentacles doesn't mean I have tentacles.
I think you want tentacles.
Interesting. I don't think he would give you that. I don't think he would want anyone to have that.
Take him anything.
What was it?
Book of Ultimate Evil.
Come on. At least
All
tell
right,
us.
I'll tell you what it is, but I don't think I'm going to give it to you. It is 4 vials of vampiric blood, which gives the vampire transformation.
Yeah, I
I don't think anyone here would want it, and no one here would want vampires in the town, so we'll just have you re-roll. And the prince would not want nothing to do with it.
What do you mean, one
You
vampire?
want mine? No. Vampire Ojar? No, thank you.
27.
Oh. Interesting. The gold chain of Deva.
That's not on the list, is it?
No. It's not. Oh, he's all over it.
Part of the 23.
23. We get an extra one.
The gold chain of Deva is
100%.
is an intricately made gold chain that's tightly woven, that is 12 feet long. It's thin but intricately made.
Yeah.
And it has very similar effects to that of a female's lasso, which we won't name because we're not trying to get in any trouble.
Would you
Basic,
say she's just wondrous?
yeah. Whoa,
It's
whoa.
no, she's a glorious girl.
That's
Come
right.
on.
So basically, it puts the person who's wrapped up in it under the effective zone of truth, and it also gives you the ability to detect surface thoughts, and they do not get a save.
Oh, this is pretty good. This is pretty good.
Keep that away from Sonny.
I have
Oh,
located
good.
my first target.
92.
Hey, Sonny, you're into that
92.
kinky stuff, right?
You're in some. Wow. We're gonna have you re-roll. He's not gonna give you a bag of flour.
18.
Oh, I don't know why he would be giving you this, but it is a set of masterwork tools that have an inscription written on them that once it's read and activated, will teach the owner how to mastercraft an item. So if Stacy would like, he can pick one druid item, and you can learn how to make it mastercrafted. Or you could sell it to someone if you want.
82.
82. Oh. An awakened tree sproutling
Oh, that's nice.
in a pot. It is your choice of tree. What type of tree would you like? Oak, maple, birch,
An ash.
ash tree,
Come on, man, it's an ash.
Pine would work well in the weather.
pine. Yeah, you do have to think about the climate.
Conifer.
Oh, a conifer would do good.
Isn't that their
Winter
type of
green.
tree?
It is. Yeah. It's a massive fan.
Wintergreen would do good.
Apple. I can make pies.
Probably not in this climate.
True. Birch.
Those tend to do pretty well in places like Siberia.
The large.
Yes, per Tasha's.
Okay.
You can swap it around, and the second question is yes.
Okay. So,
The Draken racial does replace.
okay, so I'm gonna have to do some math here.
That's fine. Take your time.
Okay.
Was that your 2 items, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the 2 items that are in there, and one more final thing pops out. A magical stone that has one pre-recorded message on it.
I'm sorry.
My bad.
Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know that I do plan on keeping my word. I know appearances are painted in a different light, but my father is being very strict about what I can and can't do right now. But I will not abandon you. Please have faith. Be safe. May Deva bless you. And then the stone cracks. It's been used. So you guys are now together with some time to plan. You guys are supposed to be leaving first thing in the morning. The Justicar is getting a small cart and a winter horse ready to pull the cart for you guys, so you guys have somewhere to sleep off the ground if need be.
Does anyone have a free attunement slot that
Can lend you.
know that they can take something? Gemsine. It's such a good item.
What does it do?
It has 3 charges, and you spend a charge, and for 10 minutes you have true sight out to 120 feet when you peer through the gem.
I have one as Pokeball.
But it's requires attunement.
Yep.
So does
Give.
anyone?
Give. Did you say give?
Yes.
Huh?
I'll take it. He says he wants it. Gives.
Yes.
Gives shinies.
Do you have something that doesn't require attunement? You can trade me in return.
Here, have a rogue of useful items.
Sold.
That
Here you
doesn't
go, sir.
require attunements.
True.
I love robes of useful items. They're so good.
I've literally seen that magic item save someone's life in an early level campaign.
Oh, yeah.
In a dungeon. Oh my god.
You remember Kyre?
Yeah.
We were playing Storm Kings, and we had to sneak into the Cloud Giant's castle. He had a robe. He took the door off and put it on the wall, and that's how we got into the Giant's castle. It was just a tiny little door.
That's
And
great.
it was the funny thing is, the tiny door was on a giant-sized door,
That's
so
they
it was
didn't
like a
notice
little
it.
doggy hole.
So they didn't even notice it. That's funny.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay. While you guys are sitting here talking and kind of mingling amongst yourselves, an imp appears. It is a blue imp. You speak Infernal, right?
Of course.
Okay. Anyone else here speak Infernal?
You do comprehend languages.
You.
I speak both Infernal and Abyssal.
However, one already contacted me telepathically. I don't know if it was this one or a different one.
It's not this one.
Okay.
He
just
looks at you
saying.
and he goes, And in Infernal, he will say to you, "Sir, I have been ordered by the lady to bring forth the news. It took me forever to get in here. Holy shit, does this a long flight. Okay, news is as follows. The battle between Zoram and Balestes is going against Zoram currently.
Hold on, I'm sorry, Ron. I gotta slow you down just a little bit.
It's okay, go ahead.
I assume this is going to be somewhat important stuff. So.
It is important stuff, but the imp is very excited. He's like, I'm finally here. I can give my report and I can go back to Infernus and get the hell out of here.
And would I know that he's talking about Nicaria?
Yes.
When he says
the lady, yeah.
Just checking.
She's the only one you know of that can command this many imps.
And that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so...
I'm going to make this lady the imp queen. She's got like so
War
many
between
imps.
who?
Zoram, the Empire, and Balestes.
So a three-way battle.
No. Zoram is the Empire.
Okay.
He was using...
Zoram, the Empire.
what's that called?
The comma
whatever.
after.
Yeah,
Zoram.
there's a word for it, but I'm completely blanking on it.
Okay, here. How about this? The Empire of Zoram versus the Kingdom of Balestes. The Church.
And a positive. That's what it's called.
On a positive?
And a positive.
A positive.
It's when a noun is modifying another noun.
Oh, okay. Balestes is currently pushed them off of the continent of Balestes. They are now battling in the water.
Oh.
Whereas before, Zoram had pushed onto land. The battle between Zoram and Shadar is currently in Zoram's favor. They are currently neck and neck. Zoram and Athulez are currently still at peace. Athulez has promised to send support to aid in the battle against Balestes.
Are Ithulus and Balestes on the same continent, or do they
No,
each have
they
their
are
own?
right next to each other on different continents, but they're
Okay.
very small.
Right.
The Zoram and Ignarian war is currently in the Ignarians are winning. They have invaded and destroyed 4 cities along the coastline heading toward the capital. The Emperor and his Imperial Guard, as well as the Dragon Guard from Dran, are heading to intercept. Zoram and Dran have declared themselves allies as of 2 days ago. So the Emperor of Dran is offering support to Zoram. The Kingdom of Alar is currently inactive and has withdrawn all their people. And that's about it for news. He does have a specific message to you from Nicaria. Make sure you continue to study. Make sure you continue to figure out how to do your magic spells, that stuff that you were trying to do. Don't get distracted by things and get pulled away from your goals. Always leave yourself time for you. And with that, I bid you adieu. I'm going back to Infernus because I don't like it here. It is cold. And poof. He's gone.
I would have tried to stop him.
Oh, he's gone.
Okay, fair enough.
He does not want to be here any longer than he has to be.
I was just going to give him something. So that's fine.
He's not letting you stop him.
That's okay. Not giving him something is fine. I mean,
That's fine.
perfectly fine.
Don't lose hit points.
More pie for you.
Yeah. Well, that was nice of her. She didn't have to report to us. That was very cool.
So, out of
Amber
game...
isn't jealous. Nothing. Nothing.
Amber, what about her?
Oh, you should meet her. She's very nice.
So at that point, unless you guys have something specific you'd like to do, I'm going to push to the morning.
Okay.
He was going to address the letters that he was given.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's go ahead and go over that real quick.
Okay, what's the first letter that...
That was from Zarina.
Yeah, the first one was private. It's from
Oh,
Serena.
then he'll read that one in private.
So I want to read all of you this. My
So-
darling big
Basically, it was about, sorry that I was missing. I was dealing with some business.
Okay.
And then there is the letter regarding the dead from the Witten, or from the Korean. That was given to you by the Justicar.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a complete accounting of all the supplies that was found. And the third letter is a letter from Third Watch. They claim they spotted a human with the lower half of a fish in the water. Don't really know what that's about. If you're reading it out loud, he would know what it is right away.
Well, yeah, he's reading
It's a merfolk.
Okay.
And this merfolk approached the guard and talked to him in a language that he didn't understand. So the guard told him to shoo.
Mm-hmm. At some
This
point,
is
we'll.
where?
This was on the coast, maybe a mile outside of town.
Probably have you look into that at some point.
Tells you that there is the next letter tells about a lot of uproar about the confusion of the what was going on with the big amethyst dragon. They're calling it the day the sky broke.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're naming that day.
Sky is falling. Sky is falling.
I think Sonny's gonna call a public announcement about that. And describe what was going on with that.
Okay.
So he'll do that after the meeting.
Okay. They'll still call it the day the sky broke, though.
Yeah.
And then you have a report about Nocturne doing a performance for the children at Castle Voss, and it being a success. And
Can't help but notice that none of you were there.
the next,
Oh, speaking about that one, Lana Voss, the Countess, she definitely wants you to perform for her again at your earliest convenience, and she wants you to do an adult show this time.
Also, apologies for not showing up. I was busy.
I had
Well, I
paperwork.
wanted to show
When is
up
your
and bring my child.
There you go.
When's your next performance?
Well, if we're leaving tomorrow, well, you don't want to do two performances night after night. Probably as soon as we come back.
I'll be there for that one.
you get reports of people seeing a magical door appear in the middle of town square, and
That one.
this one went in. Nocturne went in with Alabaster. Alabaster shortly came out afterward with no Nocturne, and then about 10 minutes later, Nocturne came out and was smiling from ear to ear. Some rumors about a secret that the prince, some secret about the prince or something. Just weird rumors.
Is that how you talk to the prince?
I was a little curious why nobody asked me, but yes.
Well, I was curious, but I wanted to ask you it later.
Well, I went to Alabaster looking to buy something. He opened a door, and I met this man named Wemble, and then he showed me a mirror that had the prince in it.
At that point in time, inside your estate, now that I was waiting for a cue to see when the next time someone was going to say the name, in the meeting room, against the wall, a door appears permanently.
Oh, God. Permanently?
It
Permanently.
looked a lot like that. Does it have a gold shield with
Yep,
three
it has the
Ws?
gold shield with the 3 W's laying on top of each other.
It looked very much like that.
Here you go.
That's strange.
That's...
He's very nice, although I will warn you right now, he struck me as a person you probably don't want to offend. Just letting you know.
Oh, is he powerful?
Well, you know how we can't teleport or communicate long distances?
Yeah.
He had no problem doing that.
He's not from,
Did I tell you anything?
He's not from around here.
Good. Yes. He has a lot of great stuff, but it's very expensive.
Oh?
He does barter in years, though, so if any of you have extras of those lying around...
The Fae is like, really now?
He'll look to...
I have a couple extra thousand laying around somewhere.
Anyway, next.
So the door is there permanently.
Yeah, that's
You can
inside my house.
you can make a point. It's in your meeting room at least.
True, yeah. I
Next
guess.
letter?
That's it.
No, okay.
Yeah.
what
that's
about the one about the children?
it. Oh, yeah. There's a report from the Justicar telling that this morning she had 22 different families at her door talking about something happened. There was some kind of... They don't know who's doing it or what's responsible, but there's 22 dead children.
So they were ours. Damn it. I'm gonna storm out. Find Kate. I need a full report.
Do we know? It doesn't detail how they died.
They're just unknown causes. They're just dead.
Yeah, I'd take off.
Okay.
I got it. This is...
So
I gotta
you-
talk to the imps. I gotta find out what the fuck just happened.
I'll have to talk to the Justicar about it.
Okay, so you summon the Justicar to the council chambers. That'll take a couple of minutes. So we're gonna jump over to you because you're the only one that really left. So as you leave and you go outside, you see Alabaster and the kids playing in the wet snow. There's like 7 or 8 little small snow golems running around chasing the children, throwing their arm at them and then picking up a new one and chasing after them. Just, playing around. And Alabaster looks at you and goes, "Think quick!" And there's a piece of snow flies at you. I need a dex check.
Nope.
He takes it in the
He's
face.
taking it.
And I'll do a like a winged backflip.
Are you okay?
Is he asking?
Prestidigitation. One of those mornings.
Yes. I need to talk to you.
He goes like this, and you see like 20 of the snow golems rise, and the children are like, "Oh!" And they scatter, and then they just get chased by little snow golems.
So for the benefit of any children who are still watching, I'll kind of like walk up casually to Alabaster, try and put my arm around his shoulder if he'll let me, and kind of like lead him away. And then very, very quietly, "We got to report the 22 children are dead. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I heard about that this morning. I don't know.
Have you seen Kate?"
Kate is currently in the tent with the families and the kids' bodies.
I run over there.
He says, before you go, I did do a autopsy on each of them. I got nothing. 26 years of schooling, nothing. I don't know what to tell you.
I kind of pat him on the shoulder and run off.
So you
fly
get
off too.
Okay, you get to this tent, and outside you see a few people lighting candles, and there's a lot of flowers and like randomly gathered things, and there's just a flap to the tent. It's like a yurt kind of.
I'll take my hat off very respectfully and walk in.
You see lined up in a crescent moon 22 children, and the families are kind of sitting around them, and in the middle is the clerics, and they're looking over pieces of paper and like what you see like sketches of the children's bodies. They are the pictures are very much R-rated, but they're autopsy / investigation papers. So, and they're like, they're kind of talking to each other. No one seems to notice you've come in because they're so dead set on what they're doing, and the people are still mourning. And you do see your appointed person, and she's standing over there, just kind of staring off into the distance.
Where I need a visual for like proximity. So like who's closest? One of the mourning families,
So as the tent opens and you walk in, the opening of the crescent moon would be here.
Okay.
So you have a family here and a family here, and then you walk into the middle, and then that's where the clerics are.
Okay, and where is Kate?
In there with the clerics. But
Okay.
she's facing the opposite direction, just staring at the wall.
Okay, I will go clockwise to each of the families, and I mean, he's got tears in his eyes at this point, and he'll look at the children. Does he recognize them? I mean, were they at my performance last night?
Yep.
Okay.
Most of them were.
So he's going to try and keep it together, but tears are very visibly streaming, and he offers very heartfelt condolences to each of them and says, we'll find out what happened. I'm so sorry.
They each in turn say thank you and go back to mourning.
So I'll go around, do that to each one, use their name, the kids' names, like they won't be forgotten and all that. And then after I'm done with that, I'll go to Kate and the clerics.
Okay. So as you do that, you see the clerics kind of snap to, Nocturne, we had some questions for you.
Yeah.
The cleric...
You're looking for the clerics? Mm-hmm. We've got Gek,
Here we go.
Alana, and Sean.
Alana.
Alana.
Alana looks at you and goes, did you do any magic at your show other than things like dancing lights?
No, only
Did you
minor
enchant any of the
cantrips.
food?
No, didn't
Did
touch
you notice anyone weird?
Can I roll anything to see if I noticed anything?
You didn't.
Okay.
Gek looks at you and goes, are you sure you didn't notice anything?
I will try and recreate the entire night, like descriptively, and just say everything that I noticed. Just see if they pick up on anything.
Gek is taking very thorough notes, you notice. While you're talking, you glance over and you happen to notice the pictures of the children, and even for you, seeing children between the ages of 5 and 12 autopsied is not lighthearted.
No,
You know?
no, he's taking this very seriously.
So, after you're in there for about an hour, answering questions and talking to them, I will make it very clear that the line of questioning is not going toward the direction of fault going to you or anything. Just want to throw that out there. But they are very concerned, and there is talks of some kind of virus potentially that they don't know about, because it specifically targeted children between a certain age, male and female. It all hit at once. They were all playing in the snow together just that morning, the previous morning. They were also with them when they went to the tree line to gather trees. Maybe they got into something. There's lots of theories flying around.
Right. Speaking of which, male and female, you did give me numbers. You said there were 65 female children, 78 males. So how many of the dead are which?
It's actually half and half.
Half and half?
It's 11 and 11.
That seems suspicious.
Mm-hmm. So while you're sitting there, you hear screams start coming from outside the yurt in the direction of the town square. You all start hearing screams coming, like everyone.
Okay.
Out the door.
Up there we go.
As everyone goes out the door, you see what looks like a tsunami wave coming towards the town. I'm talking 600, 700 feet tall. The wave is just coming onto shore, and it's moving eerily slow. And the children and everything, people are trying to move stuff out of the way. The guards are yelling, "Leave it! Move!" Like, they're barking out orders like, "Get out of the way!" To higher ground, stuff like that. And as it gets about to the town square, it starts to get smaller. And it keeps coming. It's coming straight for the yurt.
For the what?
The yurt, the tent you're in.
Oh,
You know what a yurt is, right?
no.
It's a Mongolian rounded tent
Okay.
home, basically.
Gotcha.
It's big. Like a whole family could live in there
Sure.
comfortably.
I just don't think I've ever heard that term before.
It's called a yurt, right?
No, I'm sure you're
Yeah,
right.
I
I-
think so.
Mongolian, yeah.
just because I haven't heard of it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Well, I used the word tent, but tent really, like, you think tent, you go straight
Yeah.
to teepee, but It's more of an Arctic type.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I got you now.
so you see this big wave of water coming towards the yurt.
I'm going to stand right in front of the door and sort of close the flap behind me as if, like, you got to go through me. Even knowing that that's easy for it, but the symbolism.
Okay.
And I'm just staring at it.
So what are you guys doing?
Oh, I'm running to catch up with the wherever
water?
it is.
You're going to try to get to the yurt?
Mm-hmm.
You guys keeping up with him?
I actually move at 50 feet, so I'll pace him.
But are you going for the same location?
Yep.
You're trying to get in the way of it?
I move at 60 feet, but I have a question. I do.
Dang!
I know you do.
I do.
Let's not pull them out.
I'm
huh?
only at 40.
That's the cricket. That's the cricket.
Yeah.
Well, dashing him at
yeah.
100.
That's the crickets what did that.
And,
That's right.
but I have a question about the owl since it gives me a one-time scry.
Yep.
Can I scry something abstract, like whoever is controlling the tsunami, or do I have to be thinking of something with someone specific?
My interpretation as the DM is you have the ability to scry any one thing, place, or item, no matter what it is. It's basically, it has the power to know what it is you're intending to look at, and it will zoom in on it so that you can see it.
Okay, so it...
Also, as the DM, I will tell you, do not waste that card on this.
Oh.
It's plot related. Do not waste it. That card is far too rare, far too valuable.
Okay.
It is a, for those of you that are watching, if you watched our previous episodes, we introduced the Deck of Destiny, and you can never draw the same card twice. So he'll never get the opportunity to have that card again or the ability to do that. So as a DM, I find it very distasteful to let him use that to find out something he's getting ready to find out anyway in 5 minutes. So don't waste it. But good thought, though. That is very good for this moment.
All right.
So everyone's trying to catch up and get in the front of it, right? That's what I'm hearing?
Well, I want to get in front of it and I'm going to bow or kneel before it. I don't think it's malevolent, but you never know.
Yeah, I actually, as a player, don't either, but he's protecting the families and the bodies as
So
much as he thinks he can.
You get in front of it and you kneel. You get in front of it, what do you do?
I have the bow of thunder in hand, but I'm not obviously firing yet, but basically defensive.
Wow. Okay. I just zoned out. I was playing the event in my head like I was watching it. Anyway, go ahead. What are you doing?
Let's see. This I don't know much, but this is what I got. Mold earth to create a wall between him and Nocturne and the tsunami.
Okay.
I'm
Standing there?
Yeah.
You got there second, so
Is everyone else evacuated from the area?
everyone that was in its path, yes. Everyone that's in the tent is unaware of it, so
Okay, I will go to stand next to him with swords ready for a fight.
okay. Drawn?
Mm-hmm.
Both of them or just one?
Both of them.
Oh. So as this water gets to you, it is going to slowly wash over you, and it's pretty thick. So if you do not have the ability to breathe water, I need you to give me a Constitution save for the first 6 seconds, so you know, to see if you panic.
27.
You're good.
Also 27, but not 20.
You're good.
Alarin will have to do
17.
You are good.
Alarin got a modified 20.
He is good. The water moves past you as if you're not even there.
My jargon's good.
And you notice that it shrinks and goes into the tent.
In deep speech tinted with Aquin, I will say, "Who are you and what do you want?"
No response.
Then I'll jump back into the tent and see what's
Also
about
going
to
into the
happen.
tent.
You see the water go in, and as it goes into the center of the room, like water tentacles form and grab the clerics and throw them out of the tent.
Does it look like it's trying to hurt them?
No.
Or trying to get rid of them?
No, it's getting rid of them.
Okay.
And then it moves the woman a little bit more gently. The families are pushed out because they don't want to drown.
Nocturne, what's going on?
Nocturne, this is your purview.
I'll conjure a tentacle of the deep to see what the other tentacles do to it.
Nothing.
Okay. I'll intersperse it between the whatever tentacle is closest to one of the children. I'll put the tentacle in between there. I'm suspecting this is a good thing, but so I'm not making a threatening move of any kind. I just want to see how it reacts, if at all.
It will engulf it and destroy it.
Okay.
So this water starts to form into a sphere inside the yurt around the children, covering almost the entirety of the inside of the yurt. Is there anyone inside the yurt that does not breathe water?
Well, wait, I didn't go in. So.
You're going to stay on the outside.
Yeah.
Are you going in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay. So when you go in with it, you need to give me another Constitution save. This is the second one, so it's going to be a higher DC.
That's going to be a 23 for me. And, what does he have again? He has a 24.
Okay.
20.
Okay. You guys are fine. For some reason, you're at 12 seconds, so I can hold my breath. I'm a fat guy. I can hold my breath for 12 seconds underwater. That's not a big deal. So you see the water start to ripple, like you see like someone's casting stones into the water, and it's kind of rippling, but there's no stones, obviously. It's just rippling all over. And you see the tentacles come out and grab the children and pull the children in to the orb of water.
Like all at once?
Yep,
Okay.
all at once.
I will gently grab the hand of the closest one, not to hold on, but just as like a farewell.
Uh-huh. You see the water start to kind of fluctuate, and you guys see the children are positioned so that they are back to back, shoulder to shoulder, in a circle, the 22 of them. Those of you that can't breathe water can give me another save for the next 6 seconds.
21.
You're good?
That's going to be a 19 for Sunny. He's good. And a modified 20 for
Damn.
Alarm.
So you guys are at 18 seconds. That's pretty good. So at this point in time, you guys start hearing... who here understands Aquan? So the
Are you
three
in the
of-
tent with us?
Damn right I'm.
The three of you?
I'm all over this.
You hear the deepest, angriest voice you've ever heard start speaking in Aquan. Comprehend languages. It says, I may be forbidden to interfere with the adventurers, but I will not allow the slaughter of 22 children.
And I recognize the voice.
I claim these 22 children as my own. I will bring them back to life, and I will pay the price for them to find the 22. 22 lives from deep in the ocean will be given in their place. And you see the children, all of them gasp back like the breath of life went back in them. Their eyes glow a neon blue at the same time. And at the top and middle of the yurt, there is an opening for the smoke to go out. A column of neon blue light goes into the air all the way up to the Borealis and disperses it for a short time.
Yeah.
And you see a few things fly into the dome when it's open for a brief second. And then you see the glowing stop, and the water just slowly goes down, and the children are now standing there, and the water is gone and seeps into the ground.
Those things that flew in while the Borealis was gone.
I'll
That
run
can't
to the
possibly be
nearest
bad.
one, just give them a big hug and try and calm everybody down.
He coughs, and water comes, a little bit of seaweed. Nocturne, what happened?
bad dream. It's okay. You're all okay. And I'll get everyone as calm as possible.
It's almost like they don't even know what happened.
Right.
They're just like they just woke up.
Mhm.
What are we doing in here? As soon as the children's voices are being heard, H, I hope you're not trying to keep them out of here. I hope nobody's trying to keep them from coming in
Well,
here.
I was going to say, do you speak Dwarven?
I have comprehend languages.
Oh, that's right. And I would know you
It's
have
still
that on.
active.
So, I would speak a language I didn't think the children would learn. So if I knew you did that, I'd probably speak Aquan. Get their parents.
Sonny will do so.
The parents will burst in and reunite with their children.
So the one that I'm hugging, I'll kind of like look for their parents and like lead them together.
Yep. They are ecstatic. They don't even know. They don't even know what to say.
Warden, are you outside?
No, I was inside.
I'm gonna motion you to
saw
come out.
everything.
I'm gonna motion you to come out with me.
I'll follow.
Oh, and we're a safe distance away. Do you think she did it?
As you get out there, the two of you see the Justicar standing there with her sword out. What was that?
We don't. Well, that was. I look to Nocturne. A blessing from a ancient, deep entity. I need you to do something for me, though.
Out of curiosity, do you even know about Ujar?
Mm-hmm. Remember, I was there when you talked to the Kraken.
No, you had gone back up on the ship, remember?
No, but I still stayed close. No, I wasn't on the ship, though. I was just higher than you, but I still heard.
Fair enough.
Wait, what now?
I thought you had gone back on the ship.
No, I
He
had my
never-
dragon go on the ship.
Well, you were drowning, so you had to get to the surface.
yeah,
I
and then
remember that.
I went back under a bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I
I believe you. I
I
just
don't remember that
it.
either, but that's fine.
It's fine.
well, because remember, I had seen him fucking explode the thing too.
Right, but you thought I did that.
Yeah. But I remember
It's been a
you
rolling
said some
theme. That's
stuff.
why he doesn't mess with you.
Yeah. I know you had said a few things about
Right.
Ujar, but like I thought that was from your power.
I think the
Sure.
point is he doesn't know it's Ujar. He just knows there's a thing down there.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I just assumed that the power was from you and you just work for Ujar.
Sure. Which is half true.
Yeah.
Okay, so you two are outside alone. We'll go to you guys first, and then we'll go back to the inside.
Well, I'm outside too, so.
Okay, so the three of you are
Okay.
outside. The Justicar puts her sword away. I'll go calm the people if everything's okay.
Much appreciated.
Before you do,
Yeah.
I need you to use your sword to confirm something.
She'll pull it out and she'll hold it by the blade and look.
Who or what was the cause of the death of the 22 children?
It was the price that the creature made of blood wanted for telling him about the 22. It was the price.
Oh,
Remember she said there will be a price in blood?
the
That was the price.
I thought that was.
That was your price.
For learning it.
Yeah.
Oof.
So, it was him. He did it.
it's whatever they
him,
are,
They...
the frickin' Norns or whatever they are.
Well, it's just... Yeah, well, we'll see. But yeah, that's... She says...
Okay, so it didn't have anything to do with the Ice Queen or Tevrex or anything.
No.
Okay,
No.
just wanted to confirm that.
Yep. Nothing about them.
Okay,
And she'll put her sword away and walk off.
or into the earth.
No, she's going to go calm people down
Oh, okay.
in town because they saw a wave of water go toward the earth. So they're like, what the hell? Some weird shit going on around here, man. I want to go home. I just came here to build houses. I want to go home.
So,
You got any more of that pipe weed? I'm done.
Well, that explains that.
Well, I'm gonna roll a con save for when.
Who is Keith?
Sunny. Keith?
Yeah.
That's a question you don't want to know answers to.
Okay.
Well,
It's Keith Richards. The Stones are watching us.
at least we know what was the cause of it now. They know that would be the price.
And this entity never told you.
There's no way you could have known. All right, moving to the inside. So it's just you two on the inside currently with the children. The clerics run back in and they're like, "What did you do, Nocturne?"
I didn't do anything. We were spared today by a very powerful entity that we should all thank.
Now remember, at the beginning of the game, I did tell you guys that the gods were not very active.
Mm-hmm.
The Titans, aka Ancient Ones, were far more active than any of the gods, really.
Mhm.
I need you to make a percentile roll for... hold on, before you tell me. Gek.
13.
I need you to make me a percentile roll for Alana.
75.
That'll do it. Give me a wisdom save.
For me?
Nope, just a D20.
Okay, so just a D20 roll?
D20 and add 7 to it.
17.
She fails. Okay. Ooh, RNA is gonna be pissed. I don't know how she's gonna feel about this.
I mean,
Alana takes her holy symbol for RNA off and puts it in her pocket.
I'll try and grab her hand before she does.
She says, "What?"
Just because there's one powerful being that helped us doesn't mean you should reject your own. And I pick up her
You know
hand.
how many times...
I pick up her hand and I put the symbol over her breast, basically.
Do you know how many times I prayed to RNA to help these children? And she did nothing?
It was forbidden. Look at me. She was forbidden.
Forbidden?
Yes,
By who?
by the rest of the gods. They have an accord to not meddle here. You still receive power from her. You still receive her goodness. Don't throw that away.
She pulls the holy symbol out of her pocket and she looks at it. Roll another save.
For her?
Mm-hmm.
May I use inspiration for her?
Yes, you can.
I will do that. Natural 20. I'll use my one for the chapter.
Okay. She
Incidentally, I rolled a 2 the first time.
says out loud, does either of you two in the tent speak Celestial?
I think I do now from my transformation, but I'm not in the tent.
Right.
She says something out loud in Celestial and then she looks at you and says, "Thank you. I was about to make a very dumb mistake."
Well, I'm the fool here. And I crack a very awkward smile. 'Cause
She looks at you and she says very seriously, "Obviously." And she walks out.
Insight?
Oh yeah, she's definitely being,
Cheeky?
what's the word?
Facetious?
Yes, facetious.
Okay.
She's being facetious.
But that being said, Ujo would still appreciate, a thanks or something.
Oh, trust me, I will.
He's pretty cool. Maybe I'll start up a church.
The
or
other
something.
cleric leaves to go deal with stuff.
What about the third cleric?
The third cleric died.
Yeah. Wait, what? No.
Oh,
no.
did they?
No. You're thinking of the... What was he? A paladin or something like that? We have 3 clerics. We have Gek, Alana, and Shauna.
Oh, Shayna.
Yeah, Shauna.
Yeah. Shayna's a cleric of
Anarria.
Anarria, right?
Arnell.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
she's
yeah,
a cleric
both
of
cleric.
knowledge.
Arnell, and RNA.
Yeah.
That's right.
Gek is light. Alana is arcane.
She's out there with the children. She's very low level compared to them.
Sure.
There's nothing she could have done. But this chair is loud as it's like brand new. $250 chair and it's loud as hell.
I'll turn to Alvain and say, what do you think? In Aquan.
As of what? It's a miracle, I guess, if you want to call it that.
No, as Ujar, and prices will be paid for what happened here today, but he saved our children. I have to go talk to him. I'm gonna take off and fly through the
Through the ear hole.
Is that big enough for?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Fly and then straight. Would I have? So the thing we talked about with the basement, would that have happened already? Would I have time to do that?
Yeah.
So I'll fly to Amber's and go to where I drew Ujar's symbol.
Okay. It's in the middle of the floor. You don't have to cover up with a rug anymore.
Right.
So it's in the middle of the floor. You notice that the room down here has been cleaned, but no one's messed around with that area.
Sure. Does she have like servants and stuff? Is that
Imps.
Oh, more imps.
Well,
All the imps.
you have like 100 imps running around
That's
that's
true.
doing stuff
And
for you
12,
guys.
22 of them didn't have anything to do this morning, so.
Oh, you should have seen how they were reacting. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna die."
I assume at least one of them will come to talk to me at some point, but.
So, yep, you get down there to your symbol.
Yeah. We don't have to take too long with this, but in the symbol, I'll kneel down in front of it. I'll spend a good, well...
Instantly, an octopus comes out of the floor. The octopus looks like it's made out of water.
I'll do full, like, forehead to the ground. Just
You feel the
real thank you,
the little suction, and it like lift your head.
I don't pretend to know what you've sacrificed to do that, but thank you. Thank you. Is there anything I can do? Anything I can help with? Please.
Continue to be faithful. Continue to be who you are. Continue to work with your friends. You're on the right path. I will do my best to protect the town while you're gone. You should inform your guards that I will be sending some tritons onto shore to help protect from the water.
I was there for the report of the merfolk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not to look a gift seahorse in the mouth, but does at least one of them speak common? That might be a problem.
I will make sure one of them can speak common.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So do you want me to start, converting people? Is that a thing? Do you want like a church or something?
People will find their way to the ocean when they're ready. I do not want temples or monuments.
Understood.
My actions speak for themselves.
Can I at least tell them what you've been doing? Because you've been doing some cool stuff.
Well, of course you can. Of course you can, but not for the intentions of conversion.
Okay.
And thank you for stopping her. That would have caused me great problems. Things I don't want to deal with. RNA is not the one to irritate.
None of them are.
Her sister, however, is also not one you want to irritate.
Out of game, would I know who that is?
You can roll a religion.
I'm actually trained in that, although it's not going to help a lot. I'm not going to use an inspiration on that. It was 10.
10 will get it.
Okay.
Irun.
Okay. Out of game. I know you've talked about her before, but Robert's forgetting. Out of game.
It's on the Discord.
Okay.
Irun is the her sister and the goddess of justice and war.
She's also the god that Regina served.
Yes, that is very true.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I knew we had heard that.
Do I got a shiny over here? Here, Eagle, I give you a red shiny.
Oh, great. I get the bad shinies.
It's not a bad shiny.
Where'd it go?
It went somewhere.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go.
But, she, sorry, the octopus will basically say just keep doing what you're doing, and be careful on your journey, because the further you go in toward outside of my reach, I can't go in. But I will tell you something that none of your people have noticed yet.
Please do.
The 50-mile... The first 50 miles, these squares here,
Uh-huh.
because the champion has been defeated, the temperature is returning to normal within those 50 miles. Slowly.
Okay. Yeah.
But over time, it will return to normal.
Oh, so that's what caused this heat wave.
Oh! Thunder stolen.
Heat Nocturne wouldn't know.
So, as you make your way through the conversation with the octopus says, "Well, you guys should get going soon because the weather out there is supposed to be pretty bad in the next couple of days."
We were supposed to leave in the morning. Should we leave sooner than that?
No, you want to leave in the morning. You don't want to... You're going to get postponed if you wait too much longer. So, at that point in time, the octopus will give you a very weird multi-tentacle hug, and then will turn back into water, and then will seep into the symbol and disappear. And an imp appears. I wanted to wait till that was over, but we were watching the children while they slept, and all of us came to the same consensus. They just stopped breathing. We didn't know what to do.
It was...
We're
not
sorry.
It was not your fault. In Infernal. It was not your fault. It was far beyond any of our controls. You did everything well. And keep going.
We do have some bad news, though.
What?
We can only leave 10 of us behind. The mistress is calling us back. She's being summoned to war
Oh dear.
to defend Magemore against the Ignarians that are pushing north.
Well, the kids are better behaved now. They'll be safe. Please, pick the 10 of you who most want to be here.
Oh, I know who those ones are. I'll definitely be one of them.
I appreciate it.
I don't want to go fight the Ignarians. They do fire magic. That stuff hurts.
I thought you were resistant to fire.
I am, but not their magic.
Not that resistant.
Their magic comes from the elemental plane of fire. It's like raw energy.
At this point, Ignatius pops up. He's like, yeah, me too. I hate that stuff.
Where did you come from? Who are you? And they start having a conversation in the corner. Like, I am Ignatius Pumpernickel...
Can't say that.
Something...
Ignatius Maximilian Pumpernickel out of game, but
1300...
Ixnay of the
5,
namesake.
12, 21.
wait, what?
The other imp's very confused, like, did you just have a stroke? And he's like, you got a broken imp there. You might want to get a new one.
Seems apropos.
And then they're gone. So, if there isn't anything else, I'm going to push you guys to the next morning.
Okay, so that'll put us at day 28.
The letter from Garner wasn't anything, right?
No.
Okay.
That will put you guys to the 16th.
Yeah, 28.
And those of you that have phones and are able to, on Discord, I did send you guys a copy of the map that you guys are going to be using.
Mhm.
I will have it up on my screen, but I don't know who can see what or whatnot. But
What?
The verses in Nocturne, the things I wrote. And then scroll up to the limerick right before that. No, one. Keep going.
So
That one.
for the stream,
Yeah,
while they're
the second.
traveling, I'm going to switch over to the desktop
Okay,
view
be
so
the
you
first
guys
one.
can see
Thank you.
what's going on.
One very quick thing. We don't have to role play or anything, but
Yep.
we're leaving the next morning.
The next morning is when
So
you guys are leaving.
that night, I would have given the amber bracelet to Amber, and I would have the message I would have encrypted was the limerick I wrote for her.
You mean the tail thing?
What's that?
The amber tail thing, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
The tail
You
lip.
said
I said
bracelet.
bracelet, but yeah,
Okay.
taillet.
Okay.
Find my.
So for that evening, I spent the evening working on that spell. I wrote up for you.
Okay.
Now that I've got my magic back, so what do you want me to roll?
That would be an Arcana check, please.
Okay. 18.
Okay. You kind of grasp the idea, but you're having a hard time executing it.
Okay.
Another day or two, or you should get to the bottom of it.
All right.
Man, this internet is being special.
Uh-oh.
Joan, to the rebirth of the 22 children. Hey!
Notice these two are the ones with no cup up.
It's true.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you children haters.
But yeah, so I recorded that that first limerick for her, and I gave her the taillet.
When you gave her the taillet, she says, "I do." She says yes.
And, cool.
Did you go to one knee?
No, because this was just the jewelry. I didn't give her a ring, so I
I
figured
know.
it wasn't that. But that's fine.
She's joking.
He's not very smart,
I'll,
so
just-
she no sold it.
I'll spend the evening with Zarina again.
Okay.
What have you told her about what happened? Nope.
All right.
I'm not the king. Can't prove it.
Oh. Okay. What's my soul? What's wrong with me?
What did he tell her?
What's that?
What did he tell her?
He didn't. He didn't tell her that.
Horse. They smell like a horse.
I was gonna say
It's probably
She
a
hasn't
horse.
eaten them yet, so she doesn't know if it tastes like a horse. But
Has
it's
she ever
probably
eaten
a horse
before?
Huh?
Has she ever eaten a horse before?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
A normal
But I
horse,
want
but
the
not a
answer.
horse like this.
So you're gonna
I
say
said
the
when I want the
six-legged
answer to
dragon
that.
ate a dragon?
Yeah, they got these horses and my dragon have things in common. They both have 6 legs.
Oh yes, that's true. That's very true.
These horses are just like, wow, one of us managed to grow a pair of wings.
Well,
And you want someone to go out and investigate these creatures?
Well, I wanted to put it up to the party if we could check this out. Might prove beneficial to the town. Or we could just send one of us out to check it out, or just ignore it for now.
I would not recommend sending just one out here. I would say at least
Well,
2.
obviously.
Perhaps
I
the
think
2 of you.
it would probably be best to check on them on our way back.
I'm useless with animals.
But we
so-
don't know if they will have moved to a different area.
Does anyone have sending? Perhaps we can alert the scouts of their location.
I thought that stuff didn't work around
Outside.
It
here.
doesn't work off the island. It might work on.
No one's tested it yet.
Really?
Orb?
Orb. Julian.
Yeah?
We have found something useful for the town. There is a large herd of winter horses with 6 legs at coordinates XYZ.
Give me a survival roll to make sure you give him the right coordinates.
Would I get to add my profession because it's...
Yeah. It's finding your way. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to use inspiration for that. That's a bad roll. That was a bad roll.
I rolled a 2.
So they're directly south from here, but that's like in the ocean, my dude.
For this one.
No? Oh, with a 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I'm not going swimming for horses. Why are there horses in the water?
There's seahorses.
17 plus 9, that's 26.
Yes.
31!